Welcome to Fresh Cut Games. Today's game is Bunny Island, Explore, Build, Conquer by Infinite Heart Games. We're back! Welcome to Fresh Cut Games. This game winds up being about 16 pages printed out on the usual light cardstock with about a 9-page rulebook right here. And the pieces, some of them are a little fiddly. It's not all straight line cutting, but they're pretty decent size, so this should be a pretty quick build. Let's get started. So there were two different sets of components that needed to be cut out here, the map tiles and the cards. The map tiles are interesting in that they're almost a square shape, except they have these interesting little notches, either protruding out of them or going into them on the various sides, that help indicate how they're meant to be assembled, and also provide some information during play. They indicate the directions the bunnies are allowed to travel. And these were surprisingly time-consuming to cut out. I thought they'd be pretty easy, but I did have to take my time to be careful and make sure each of the notches was cut out with scissors. I couldn't just run this through my typical line cutter. It was a bit of a nuisance, but was honestly probably worth the effort. My wife and I have been experimenting with a tile laying game using cardstock for the prototype tiles, and tile laying with cardstock is the absolute worst. Having these tiles set up so that they interlock even a little bit was honestly worth it. So does add a little bit to the construction time, but honestly is worth the effort. Though I will say it would have helped a little bit if the straight edges of the tiles had been lined up just a little bit better with each other, but I don't want to overstate it. It wouldn't have made that much of a difference. Anyway, once the map tiles were taken care of, from that point on it was pretty straightforward. The cards, We've had games with more cards than this on the show, so I was able to slam the cards out pretty quickly via the line cutter. Did need to take a little time gathering up the components for the game. The game has a money mechanic. Normally, for money, I just use poker chips. However, poker chips in this game are used to indicate area control. So rather than say, hey, these color poker chips are area control, but this color poker chips are currency, which I thought would get really confusing, I went ahead and used the poker chips for area control as recommended, and then used a couple of resources that came with the game that allowed me to use the glass gemstones to count the money. In addition, so I took a whole mess of clear glass gemstones. These will be our money counters, and then each player gets a single colored gemstone to represent their pawn, their position on the map. And yeah, after that, we were pretty much ready to go. Total construction time, including gathering up the components, was a little over an hour, about 75 minutes or so. So, not bad. How to play Bunny Island, Explore, Build, Conquer. The game is divided into 3 phases: Explore, Build, and Conquer. The Explore phase is basically just setting up the game board. Starting with the Founder's Hill tile in the middle, each player will take turns laying down 2 tiles. Each time a player lays down 2 tiles, they can either build a new campsite, or if it's an action tile, they can do what the action says, which means getting some carrots, which are the game's equivalent of money, and getting an action card, which can be used during the next phase of the game. Once the game board is in place, all players will have their starting tokens somewhere on the board, and the heart of the game is ready to begin. The build phase is where the game really lives. Each player will get 2 movement cards. On each player's turn, they play one of those movement cards, which lets them move their token between 1 and 6 spaces. Then they get to do something depending on what space they landed on. Now, when the tokens move, they have to move forward. Forward is defined by the direction of the little cutout arrows, which are helpfully marked with bunny tracks. The territory tiles are the most important. When you land on a territory, first you have to ask the question, is it yours? If the answer is yes, then you may immediately take a harvest. The territory will give you a carrot income based on what kind of structure you have on it, camp, village, or town. The better the structure, the more carrots you will get from the bank for that territory. In addition, when you trigger a harvest this way, you don't just harvest this territory, you trigger a harvest for all adjacent territories that you control. So if you get a sizable block of territory out there, that's a lot of carrots. If somebody else owns the territory, then you have the option of doing what's called a joint harvest. This means that you trigger a harvest exactly like before, and then you both get that many carrots out of the central bank. You may then choose to build a structure. You simply build the next level of structure. This will cost a number of carrots depending on what kind of terrain it is, and you simply lay down a poker chip on top of the chips that were already there. So 1 chip means a camp, 2 chips means a village, and 3 chips means a town. You do not get to take both a harvest and a build action on territory somebody else controls. Now, you only have this choice if you land on a space that's either a camp or a village. If you land on somebody else's town, they get to take a harvest and totally shut you out of it. And because it's a town, there is no way for you to build anything on that. The event tiles, tunnel tiles, and the central Founders Hill tile all have actions on them, which will get you some carrots and possibly an action card. These let you do a variety of things. They might let you move a little further, you get more out of a harvest, or they might let you mess with other players. Those you get to play on someone else's turn, screw with them. And then it moves on to the next player. You keep track of whoever went first. Every time play gets back around to them, they mark off a year on the scorecard. After the game has gone for 20 years, the game ends, and we move on to the final phase, Conquer. Victory points are mostly as a result of building on the various territories. If somebody else has stolen control of a space from you, don't worry. You still get credit for whatever you manage to build there. Whoever has the most victory points wins at Bunny. With me is Jasmine, who is petting a bunny.
There's bunnies.
And Lindsay and Nicole.
Is that okay?
Yeah, totally.
Legal? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that works.
Okay.
That works. And then you put your bunny on one of those 2 tiles.
Okay.
And would you like to build a campsite on that tile? I believe the correct answer is yes.
Okay.
So that would cost you 100 carrots.
Okay.
And then you get to put down your token.
There.
Put your token on top of it. Yeah. There you go. Okay. My turn. The game also specifies you can't build like a loop.
Better.
All right. I am going to go get myself a swank-ass bunny estate. Right? Yeah. Bunny jealousy. I can feel it.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. Go here. And then I too am going to attempt to build up that estate.
I'll just connect that there. Yes. Yeah, Burrow's brick, that's classy. There, and we'll build a campsite there.
And here? No.
Yeah, actually.
No. Oh, yeah. Here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Okay.
And
Map building games are hard when you haven't played it before.
yeah.
Have you guys played this before?
No.
Oh no. Oh heavens no.
It's the same
Oh,
problem
is that
with,
the
like-
concept here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is like a print and play, so it's free online. So we haven't played it either.
Yeah.
Games
This
and
is
get
like
stuff for free
really cool and
and-
elaborate to be free.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
Games.
I'm going to get myself my 500 carrots and an action card.
And oh wait, no, actually I want to come off of my own self if I can. Is this a loop?
As a matter of fact, yes it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love running in circles, though. Anyone who knows bunnies knows that. We run in circles around each other. It's so cute.
Oh, I hate being all the way over here, but there's no bunny footprints to build off of over there. I closed off those bunnies real good. I guess I could have gone there. Oof, can I move my cards?
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
Lindsay.
Oh, it's okay.
First play do-over.
Yeah, right? Because I can do that. That's legal.
Yeah, actually, that's...
And I like that a whole lot more.
And Lindsay, take us home.
You already have water.
I do.
Play some water.
Can I do this again?
Yeah, absolutely. So get yourself another action card and 500 more bunny bucks.
I got all the money.
So any space that has no way off gets one of these tunnel cards. Okay, so, all right, our map is set up. Year one. So
One, two. Sorry, I might need a minute.
Oof, analysis paralysis in this one. I can already see it.
Three. I don't know.
You
One,
can go anywhere.
2, 3, 4, 5. I can't.
Yeah,
I
you
just.
can build.
And
Sorry.
6.
Oh God.
But you can totally go over to Jasmine's.
Here.
Yep,
Okay.
6.
Let's just do a shared harvest.
Shared harvest, okay. 200 carrots for everyone.
Yay!
Hooray!
Okay.
Bunny socialism. All right, and
That's
you
how I
get
roll.
you get a new movement card.
Feeling the bird today, guys.
All right. I am gonna move 5,
We
and
almost drove in, thank goodness we did.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gets me 500 bucks and a card.
Move 2 spaces? Oh, so my only choice is to go here.
Yeah, or you could go 1, 2.
Well, I don't want to go there.
Okay, yeah, landing on the tunnels kind of blows.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere. That's the only thing I can do. We get 200 carrots?
Yes.
Oh,
I
perfect.
totally forgot. This is like perfect time to wear these. So
If you're not gonna wear them now, when are you gonna wear them?
Easter.
daily.
No.
1, 2, 3. And I feel like I should build something.
Okay. And yes, and now it is year 2.
Sorry, these.
1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna be a cave bunny. Yeah, in my bunny cave.
I'm gonna move 3. Oh, wait, no, actually, I can move 4.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
I totally can build
Yeah.
for 100.
Ooh, that's a nice big patch.
Can I get a new movement?
Yes.
Or 5, 6 back onto my own thing. Yeah, I should do that, right? That's a thing.
Okay.
Pretend I did that.
All right. So you definitely get to harvest. So you get your 100 carrots,
Okay.
and then you can build if you would like. It would cost you 200 to upgrade that.
And I can only build 1 level.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to build for 100. Whoa. Oh. I'm gonna destroy
Bunny
the bunny
devastation.
island. Chill.
Godzilla bunny.
Okay, this is pretty quick once you
Yeah.
get going.
Now, you have a choice. You can trigger a joint harvest and we both get 200 carrots, or you can just build there for 800 and swipe my territory.
I have a lot of carrots, so I'm just gonna swipe your territory.
No!
Sorry.
We have our first bunny invasion. This will be remembered.
Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna go here.
Okay, so if you do the joint harvest, you would trigger my entire block.
I'm not gonna do the joint harvest.
Oh,
I'm
because
sorry.
She has so much money.
Sorry, Pete.
that's my angry bunny face.
There you go.
Moving 4. And I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will
Oh my.
build
And don't forget to take your harvest, baby.
and take my harvest. Can I do both?
You do the harvest, then the build.
Whoa, okay.
So-
So Right, two,
Two,
3,
4,
4, 5,
7.
Jasmine's so good at games. I didn't even know that happened till now.
Well, this is the first time I've had money all game.
I'm gonna move 1. All right, now if I trigger a harvest, that would be 500 for each of us. Or I could pay 800.
Yikes.
Whoops, sorry.
Shit's getting real all of a sudden.
My turn.
That's your territory stolen now. Well, very well.
Bunnies are very territorial. It's true.
Harvest.
They like to mark their territory. They rub their faces on things. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Then I get both of these, right?
Yeah, so that's 400 bucks.
And then I can use that 400 to make it into a town.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly what that costs.
So that one is shut down.
Yes, and anybody who lands on that space just hands
I
Nicole
live in a
money.
cave forever. It's my cave.
I think I want to build and be
Yeah.
crazy because I can.
All right. And
You're gonna keep building on me, then I am going to stop doing what I was doing and start fucking other people over.
I like that you added over at the end. This is a game about bunnies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I take my harvest. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so I would play this first.
yeah,
So that would make me be able to have a town there without paying any money, right?
now you move the active player forward 1 space, so you go to there.
This isn't the card I meant.
Oh,
This card. You're like so confused. I'm like, it's this one.
okay. So, oh my God. Yeah, if building 0 carrots are required, so you get your harvest because you landed there, so you still get the 500. And then, yeah, you get your free city instead of having to pay 2,000. Holy crap.
Oh.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna pay 500 of my money, not the bank's money, to renovate.
To renovate your burrow.
Steal it and renovate.
There's room for all bunnies.
Especially the ones named Jasmine. Jasmine bunnies have the most room here.
1, 2.
We can finally trigger the shared harvest mechanic. 800. 800.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will take 800. You're welcome, Lindsay.
Jasmine, I'm triggering a shared harvest. We each get 200.
Great.
And I really don't feel like because I don't feel like blowing 800 to take that from you. So, your turn.
Sorry.
Wait, where are you?
I came over here
Okay.
and I'm going to renovate.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? I'm building.
So you've got the 1,500. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am totally building over top of that. I can poach from Lindsay, not just Nicole. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No.
What?
Sorry.
Get
What?
200.
What? No, that's
Sorry,
not right.
P.
That's wrong, is what that's. This means bunny war. Alright, I am gonna move 4 and go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I could be so mean, P.
Are you going to be that mean?
How much are you gonna get? Or
I'm gonna get 1,300 bunny bucks.
mean this time? It's your turn.
All right, I will play this severely lost tile that says I can move you to an adjacent spot.
Yes, you can.
All right, so I'm gonna put you over there.
Ouch.
It's not like actively mean. It's just like
you go, buddy. You still get $200. Come on, man.
3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to build on top of you.
I was gonna say, joint harvest? No.
But then there was this other action card that I was like, it's kind of, each player gets 1,000 carrots. Which would be like kind of
Every bunny wins.
benevolent.
I do need money.
Am I gonna regret doing this?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Puts me here.
Oh, is that where you wound up? Too bad about that earthquake.
Oh no.
Remove the top building token from the territory the player is on.
Still hers.
Whoops.
But I still harvest.
Yes, you do. You totally do.
Okay.
And it's a hell of a harvest indeed. That's now 1,500.
And I think I'll just rebuild with these two. Okay.
Well, I got to waste your money. I got that going for me. I am going to move 2 spaces and go 1, 2.
Let's see.
Okay, I harvest.
Yeah, that didn't really help me.
The territory owner harvests 0.
Oh wait, you just played that?
Okay,
Nice.
so I will harvest nothing. I do, however, have the 1,500 I need to upgrade my bunny manor. So I don't care if there's no harvest.
That seems funnish. 4, 5.
Okay, gonna build over top of me, or are we joint harvesting?
I'm gonna build on top.
Good choice.
Maybe.
Take it like a bunny.
Somberly.
Disapproving thump.
Yes.
That's how bunnies disapprove of things.
Oh man, should have been doing that all game. All right, you're 18. 1, 2, and
Money back in the bank.
spend 400 to build a top.
1, 2, 3, 4. And spend 400 to build here.
My empire is in ruins. Ruins!
1, 2, 3. On the harvest.
Yeah, you're gonna harvest. That is 1,700. I used to have a very nice block of stuff, and now it has been chopped into diagonals that are all maxed out, so I can't do with any of them.
Well, you could build on those.
Yeah.
I can move 2 or move 2, so I guess I'm moving 2.
Oh, snap. Yeah, and that triggers a harvest for Nicole and Nicole alone, because that's the town.
Oh, does it have to?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why landing on someone's
I hate
town
games where you
sucks.
don't have choice.
1,700 for Nicole. 1, 2, 3, 4. Except I have an advance.
I'm gonna thwart that.
Ah!
4.
Ah! Ah. Well, okay then.
I feel like this
Take my
game is just
500.
like a beat up on Pete game.
Is that the secret premise of
That's
this?
pretty much the premise of every
I
game.
didn't even consider playing any of these on either of you.
And Nicole gets,
My typical 17.
yeah, your usual 17.
Usual.
Usual.
So, all right.
That's the end of the game, right?
That's the end of the build phase. Now, the conquer phase. Right, so, Lindsay has the most money.
Carrots.
Point.
Thematic.
Carrots, yes. Lindsay has the most carrots. And then who has the biggest block? That would be Nicole. This 5-spot block is the winner there. First, tally up the victory points you got from towns. So that gets me 7.
11.
20.
And 9 for me.
Take the top one off, but towns only. And now, villages. Score up your villages.
10.
11 for me.
13 for me.
9.
Now take those off, and now score your campsites.
3.
5, Lindsay? 7, 8. Okay.
I liked that I caught on to it quickly and it was fun, and you know, I wasn't really sure of my strategy, but like there was always something I could do every turn, so I like that.
As a not very experienced game person, I like that the rules are pretty easy to understand, that you can get going fairly quickly. And I guess I like the build phase because it kind of allows you familiarity. Kind of getting your feet with explore. Yes, the explore phase. Sorry. And I think it'd be pretty good to play at parties with other sort of like non-gaming people.
I really liked the graphic design of the game. I thought it was really cute and thematic. The borders of the cards are really adorable. One of the borders is itty bitty bunnies and the other one is carrots. So I thought that was really, really well done, especially for a print and play.
I had a good time with this game. I thought it was very accessible. I thought that it flowed very nicely. Once we got into it, I felt like I was making a lot of decisions throughout the game.
I don't know that the action cards really meant much to me, except in a few instances where I was mean and I played them, but I don't really like being mean and I could have done without them.
But I felt ambivalent about the action cards, that I kind of forgot about them for most of the time.
I felt like the action cards were incredibly swingy. Some of those were, you know, situationally useful. You could see how this could be good in the right situation. Others were just huge.
I prefer games that either on the one hand have a little bit more strategy or on the other hand let you tell a little bit more of a story, and I feel like this hit that sweet spot of really not doing either of those things for me.
The properties, I would have appreciated a little more variety because they were very linear.
Well, like the difference between the caves and the estates is huge, and I wound up accidentally with just like a ton of caves, which didn't do me any good.
Yeah, that's another thing I noticed about this. I talked with the designer a little bit in email, and she mentioned Monopoly as one of the inspirations for the game. And I see that in the property layout, in that the cheap stuff, that's its only advantage. It's cheap.
Yeah.
It's also worth less. It gets you less resources. You know, there's nothing out here that, like, gives you a ton of carrots but isn't worth crap for victory points, or vice versa. Or aside from the expense of developing it, some of these properties are just objectively better.
Yeah, like I think the caves might have been a good spot to get more carrots or something, some kind of trade-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and to be fair, it was our first time playing through it. I wouldn't have done this if I played through it again. I wouldn't have built on caves, period.
I felt like there were a lot of mechanics that weren't necessarily used. I mean, there were a lot of dead spots on the board. And it also felt like the joint harvest thing didn't necessarily wind up mattering that much.
By the time it wound up mattering, like everyone's harvests were too big, and I didn't want to give Lindsay especially that one joint harvest because she would have had just so much money.
You are today's winner. That means you have the option of keeping this game. Would you like to own this copy of Bunny Island?
Do I really get to?
Yes.
Yes.
All
I
right.
totally want it.
Had Nicole not claimed this copy of the game, would you have claimed it in her stead?
Yeah, it's a game about bunnies, and we have bunnies, so that's what's not to like about that.
So I don't think it's for me, but I gladly would have kept it and then probably given it to Nicole and Lindsay because I know that they really like bunnies and games, so it's a great fit for them.
I wouldn't object to another playthrough, particularly if it was possibly a more refined version of the game. It wasn't quite a keeper for me, but it was interesting and I wouldn't mind playing it again.